Well, guys, it has been another crazy night. Compliments, of course, of daylight saving time. Yeah, with the time shift. I forgot last week when I listed all of this stuff. I forgot about daylight saving time, right? So, what happened is I listed it all, and it should have ended with us having about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half before the break. And then, yeah, daylight saving time shift comes along, and we end up, the last auction ends about 4 minutes before the break is supposed to start. So thank goodness tomorrow night is the last night when we have to worry about the stupid time shift. Everything after that, after we get through tomorrow night, we'll be back to normal. Right now, I think all of our combined invoices or all of the combined invoices are out. If anybody was waiting on one where you have, a paid shipping break and you're waiting on an invoice, please let me know if you don't have it. I'm kind of trying to double check that right now as well. And give me just 1 second here. And hopefully they're all out, but I'm trying to scroll through here and just make sure. Obviously, if you were in a break where you had free shipping, you don't have to wait on me. You can just, send that one because it'll automatically just bring up a 0. Oh, here's one that I see somebody's waiting on me. I'm getting you right now, Kim. If you are watching, I'm sending your combined invoice. I somehow missed yours before. So thank you guys for your patience. I'm sorry. I know this takes an extra minute. Believe me, I would have rather had it not happen this way too, but that stupid time shift, it got me last year in the spring as well. I don't know what, I just forget about it. And of course, then all my auction end times are way off for like a week, which kind of is not fun for any of us. I'm just double checking, guys. I think everybody else who had multiple items has their invoice. Hi, Wayne. I see you there in chat. If there's anybody waiting, please jump in right now and let me know. If you can't see or participate in chat, you just need to log in to YouTube, and you should be able to if you are watching from a mobile device like a tablet or a phone. I believe 2 things have to happen. One is that you would have to be logged in, and the other one is that you might have to switch that, where it says switch to desktop view. You might have to do that. But I think that's it for the invoices, and nobody's jumping in to tell me they're waiting on one. And guys, if you are here for Contenders Basketball, you probably have 35 minutes or so, 35 to 45 minutes before we start that particular break. So that does give you a little more time to get it paid as well. So first up, you see there on the screen, guys, my feedback is completely automated on eBay. That way you don't ever have to wait on me to get caught up on feedback. As soon as you post positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return. If ever that does not happen, let me know, because that would mean I would need to reach out to eBay tech support. The second message on there, and the most important one, is to say thank you. I always appreciate you guys bidding with me and breaking with me, keeping me company in chat, and for your patience tonight, since, yeah, our last auction ended 3 minutes before our start time, so that was kind of interesting. This is a look at breaks that are already scheduled on eBay. I typically list things 5 days out. So this kind of gives you an overview of what we've got coming up. You'll see we don't have as many 1-box breaks in the next 5 days because we've got a lot of case breaks. But there's some 1-box mixed in, and there are some autographed memorabilia, jerseys, and helmets and whatnot. But tomorrow night, Thursday night, we're going to do a half case of Donruss baseball. It's the new first half of a new case. Friday night will be the first half of a new case of Heritage. Saturday night will be the back half of the Donruss baseball that we start on Thursday night. Sunday will be a full inner case of Revolution basketball. That's not the Chinese New Year edition. That's the regular hobby version. We've opened a few cases of the Chinese New Year back a month or so ago, but this is the hobby Revolution. And then on Monday, we'll open the back half of the Heritage case that we start on Friday. So that's kind of what the 5 days ahead looks like. Now, for our breaks tonight, we've got a couple of breaks that had free shipping. That's 2016 Black Gold Football and 2013 Museum Collection. Anytime you break with me and an item has completely free shipping, it is typically going to go out either 5 or 6 days after the auction end time. Sometimes it'll go sooner. If you have another package shipping in the meantime, it might hitch a ride. Otherwise, it's going to be right in that range. So for tonight, I'm looking for our free shipping breaks to go out roughly Tuesday the 20th. And of course, you can also see on the screen there is a note about if you don't pull anything in a break, you are entitled to a consolation card, and it talks about how that is normally sent. You can have it sent sooner, etc. There's more information about that in the listing description as well. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that's Contenders Football and Contenders Basketball. I've got on there Monday to be safe because I've got a lot of stuff to go out in the next few days. I'm going to try really hard, guys, to get this out to you on Saturday. But in case I don't make that, because there are shortened hours at the post office on Saturday and, of course, none on Sunday, I've got Monday there to be safe. This is also the order we're breaking in tonight. So 16 Black Gold, 13 Museum Collection, 17 Contenders Football, and 17-18 Contenders Basketball. It's going to go in that order. So first up is our one box of 2016 Black Gold Football. This is break number 35, so the 35th time we have busted this one open as a freestanding break. And of course it ended tonight, March the 14th. We're live streaming it tonight, the 14th. And we have team names on the left, winning bidders across from it there on the right-hand side. And one of these spreadsheets will go up before every break. So if you're not in this one, you're going to get a chance to see your name across from your team when we get to your break. Camera focus is going to change here. Please don't worry. You're still going to be able to see the cards just fine. I just don't like the autofocus. So I kind of tweak it, and sometimes I have to tweak it a second time if I don't get it set exactly right, but it's usually pretty close. I see T Cassidy 935 is also in chat tonight. Hi there. And Scott. Hey, Scott. You've got, you're in Contenders tonight, right, Scott? I think I saw you on the Redskins, if I'm remembering right. But I was kind of in a little bit of a whirlwind there, trying to desperately get the spreadsheets and everything done, and with the stupid small amount of time between the end of the break or the end of the auctions and the start of the breaks. Thank goodness I only have one more night of that, and next year, man, I got to put some kind of an alert or something on my phone 5 days before daylight saving time takes effect to remind myself to change the way I list things, because that is just brutal. Everything in black gold is numbered, even our base cards. First up, we have numbered 225, Big Ben Roethlisberger for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Then we have for the Patriots, is that Adam Vinatieri? Yeah, it is, to 225 as well. And these look to be so far, well, as I was getting ready to say, these look to be in pretty good shape so far. I definitely noticed some little dents and dings and things up there in that upper left corner in particular. These kind of always have some corner and edge issues. This is Kevin Green to 50 for the Panthers. And honestly, a lot of cards that are thick have them. It just shows up so much more on these because of that dark colored background is kind of the deal. David Johnson to 225 for the Cardinals. Now we're getting ready to get into some hits. Michael Thomas for the Saints. That is Mother Lode to 199 with the triple relic there. A little Dak Prescott for the Cowboys with a Mother Lode triple relic to 249. So a little Dak rookie. Would like to have had that signed, of course, but maybe we'll find another Dak in here, or Zeke. Who knows? We still got a couple cards to flip over. Jalen Ramsey for the Jags. You can definitely see this white down here on both of these bottom corners, as well as some of the upper. So this one again with some chipping and wear on the corners. And that is a nice looking card there for the Jags to 225 with the Jalen Ramsey autograph. Of course, that's why we like black gold, right? Because they look awesome. They look like such nice high-end cards, which they were pretty expensive when they came out. Leonte Carew next up for the Dolphins. Once again, I can see some edge and corner wear kind of in various places on that. And that is a sweet little hit to 99. That is an awesome patch, in my opinion. And, of course, you've got the hard-signed autograph there across the bottom as well. I always like a nice patch. I don't really care even who the player is. I like the patch when it's nice like that. So, cool for the Dolphins. Then we have a Walter Payton for the Bears. This is one of our team symbols. Or actually, I'm sorry, this is a Hall of Fame symbol. And, of course, those are big, thick, gigantic cards. That is numbered to 50. And even though they make top loaders that will hold those these days, what they don't make are sleeves that will fit them, oddly enough. And you can't put them in the top loader without a sleeve because it damages the card. So there you go. But I can still find a way to get it to you safely. Charlie Joyner next up. Maybe a little imperfection kind of down that left side there. And the Charlie Joyner to 199 for the Chargers. And we've hit Charlie Joyner a couple of times in the last week or so. I'm trying to even remember where the other Charlie Joyner came out of because it was super recently. But anyway, I'm always a fan of our Hall of Fame hits. So to 199, the Chargers hit with Charlie Joyner, our nice Hall of Fame Walter Payton, numbered to 50 for the Bears, the Hall of Fame symbol in that one. Our sweet little material swatch here for the Dolphins for Leonte Carew. Of course, it's signed too. It's just the patch is the part I like the best on that one. Then Jalen Ramsey is out for the Jags. Mr. Dak Prescott materials there for the Cowboys. And then we had a little Michael Thomas material come out for the Saints. So that is 2016 Black Gold in a nutshell, which will roll us into some 2013 museum collection. We just get our spreadsheet set up for that. And yeah, here we go. So if you're in this break for museum collection and you weren't online a minute ago when I put this up, please take a minute to look at your anticipated shipping date and to review the information about what happens if you don't pull a card in the break. And then we're off to the races. This is one box of 2013 Museum Collection Football. This is break number 2. Like our other items tonight, it ended on March 14th. We're live streaming it on March 14th. And same as before, you see your name across from your team. And just as a kind of an aside, I think probably most of you know this, but when I'm doing the live breaks, you know, I'm not in email, right? So, because I mean, you see, I'm doing this. So I'm not typically checking eBay messages and email and any of that kind of stuff. So if you do need me for something during a live break, chat is the way to go. Because I do look at chat, of course, because I don't have to take my attention away from the break to see that. Every once in a while, you know, I will stop and have to look something up on eBay if I know there's a question about something, about whether or not payments come in, or if I'm expecting someone to answer me or whatever. But in the absence of that, yeah, I don't do that during the break. Which apparently someone last night got rather upset about and started messaging me probably. You know, it was a 2-hour break last night, so it looked like the messages started coming in probably about 30 minutes into the break, and they sent me quite a number of them and cussed me out and called me an idiot and a liar and everything else because they said the break didn't start at 10, which of course it started at 10:01, but still would have been going strong when I got this barrage of rude messages, none of which I saw, of course, at that time because I was working, but apparently they didn't have the ability to read the description and find the live stream information, although they referenced the start time, so I believe they did actually read it and find it in the description, so I'm not really sure why I got all that wonderful load of messages, but that did serve as a reminder to just, you know, let you know I'm not checking that sort of stuff during the break. So if you need me, chat is the way to get me. Because that I will see in real time or pretty close to it. I think there might be a slight little delay, but not much of one. All right, so here we have Cameron Wake first out for the Dolphins, followed by a little Colin Kaepernick here for the Niners. Stephen Taylor for the Cardinals. And Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals, numbered to 99. Our hit here is Zach Ertz for the Eagles. Wayne, do you have, do you have the Eagles in this break too? I know you had the Eagles in black gold because you're hunting for your Carson Wentz. But do you have them in here as well? Is this yours? Or does somebody else have the Eagles in here? I can't remember. You do have them? All right. Well, then here is a nice little Zach Ertz for you. Dual relic and sticker auto, numbered to 95. So a little rookie hit for your tight end there. Keenan, Keenan Allen for the Chargers. That is also numbered to 99. I guess we should set our numbered ones aside. Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch for the Seahawks. CJ Spiller for the Bills. And this is our Canvas reproduction card, or whatever they call them. Canvas collection reproduction. I got close. And, of course, that one is John Elway for the Broncos. And I think those are pretty cool. I mean, they're not, I guess, technically hits, but they sort of are. There's only one per box, and they're kind of cool anyway. So we're going to put it in a sleeve. Keep it all nice and pretty. Ryan Nassib for the Giants is our hit out of this pack or this mini box, however you want to look at it. Same as one pack is one mini box. It is numbered 275. You've got little quad relics there. One of them, you got a tiny little piece of white up there in the corner, so we barely eked out a two-color patch up there in the top corner. Joe Flacco for the Ravens. Tom Brady, Patriots. J.J. Watt for the Texans. Teo for the Chargers. Our hit here, coming out for the Seahawks, is Earl Thomas. That is a big swatch. It's numbered to 50. And it's just one color. I always wonder when they give us the big ones, like, why can't you just give us a tiny little hint of another color? I guess because they're trying to make the two-color extra special. Drew Brees for the Saints, the $50 million man. Steve Largent, Seahawks. Niall Davis for the Chiefs. Von Miller, Broncos. And our last hit, oh, it's another Zach Ertz. How about that, Wayne? Out of 4 hits, you get 2 Zach Ertz for your for your Eagles. This one is hard signed on card, numbered to 130. So that's the wrong sleeve. So you did all right on this one, my friend. Out of 4 hits, 2 of them go to the Eagles and the same player, no less. Give me 1 second to put these numbered ones in a sleeve here, and we will recap this break. So we had a Larry Fitzgerald to 99, a Keenan Allen to 99. Oh, I forgot our canvas reproduction. We'll take a look at him again, too. That's our John Elway canvas reproduction, or canvas, whatever, collection reproduction. You know what I'm saying. You did get 2 Hollands the other day. You've been getting everything in duplicate lately, Wayne. This is Zach Ertz to 130, hard signed for the Eagles. Then to 50, we had the Earl Thomas for the Seahawks, Ryan Nassib to 75 for the Giants, and a second Zach Ertz, this one to 95, that one's a sticker auto, and relic with it. So that is 2013 Museum Collection locked and loaded, which will bring us to a little Contenders Football. And this is all the Contenders that I have left. And of course, again, on this, guys, if you're in this break, take a minute to look at what you see on the screen there. I think everybody's going to pull a card. We don't have to worry about that. But your anticipated shipping date is Monday, and I'm going to try, I always try to get stuff out earlier than the date, but lately, man, I've been so backed up because so many of these breaks have a lot of base cards. So Saturday's a possibility, but I think Monday's the safer bet, which is why I put Monday on there. So this is 3 boxes of 2017 Contenders Football. This is break number 11. We had a couple teams in here, a few teams that didn't sell. Those are designated as no bids buyback. Basically, if anything comes out for one of the unsold teams, of course, it's just going to hang out here with me and join the gigantic mountain of cards that already surround me. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of you, it's going to head your way. So these are, a couple of these boxes came as replacements for some damaged boxes I got right when this product first came out. And then I kind of didn't know what to do with them because it was a weird amount. And then I was in the hobby shop the other day, a couple weeks ago. I don't know, well, I'm in there all the time, but but when I bought this was a few weeks ago or a month ago. He had one left, and I just said, let me have that. I'm going to buy that box, and at least that way I can put these together and make a decent 3-box break. So that's what these are, and this is the last of Contenders Football, of regular Contenders Football. I still have another case of Optic Contenders, which opens... When was that? That had to be listed. I just maybe overlooked it on the spreadsheet. It's got to be either tomorrow night or Friday night. I know I didn't. At least I don't think I forgot to list that. I'm pretty sure it's up there somewhere. Wayne says, well, first of all, he's looking for Carson Wentz. But secondly, he says he's working on Last Box Mojo. Since this is the last of regular Contenders, where, you know, let's hope we pull something extra special out of it. We had a really nice few hits out of the last first off the line Contenders that you remember I had. I don't even remember how many of those I had, but we did 2 or 3 breaks that were 3-box first off the line breaks. And we hit some real nice stuff in there. So then hopefully we're going to have Last Box Mojo, as Wayne says, out of here too. Or last 3-box Mojo, to be specific. Oh, Wayne says my Contenders Optic break is up for Friday. All right, good. I just didn't notice it on the spreadsheet earlier when I was verbally recapping what we had coming up. But I thought I had it listed. And that's also the last of that I have. I pre-ordered a whole lot more than that. And then, of course, they cut you back all the time. They don't ever let you have as much as you ask for. Yeah, you know, it's always one of those deals like they don't have any more. But then a couple days later, all of a sudden, they have more at a lot higher price. So, you know, I guess like everybody else, they're just trying to maximize their profits. But that's what I guess everybody has to do, right? All right, guys, so here we go. William is telling us they put all the junk in the middle of the print. In the middle of the print. I'm not entirely sure what that means. What does that mean? You're gonna have to help me out on that one, William, because it just zoomed right over my head, and I'm sure it's super obvious, but for some reason I'm not getting it. Round numbers cards, we're going to find a fair amount of these. They're all going to sit over here to the side. The reason is there's 2 different teams, of course, on those cards. So those are going to end up going to random at the end of the break. and we'll award them that way. Our first hit is for the Vikings with Stacy Coley, rookie ticket sticker auto. And we're going to find tons of those advertising cards. So as we see them, I'm just going to kind of toss them off to the side. Legendary Contenders insert, Michael Vick. And this is a Team Quads card for the Patriots. Insert again. Rookie of the Year contender for Christian McCaffrey. And I forgot to say, although I'm just assuming probably most everybody's done a Contenders break by now, but just in case someone hasn't, we're looking for 5 autographs in each box here. Tom Brady MVP Contenders for the Patriots. Another Michael Vick Legendary Contenders. A Rookie of the Year contender for Pat Mahomes, Chiefs. And of course, I should also point out, Panini always says everything is on average, quote unquote. So 5, on average means that we could get a Panini reward point or something silly that takes the place of one of our hits in one of these boxes. Emmitt Smith Legendary Contenders insert. And a little Joe Flacco playoff ticket to 249 for the Ravens. And William is telling me he's superstitious. So he thinks they put the big hits in the first release boxes to build up the hype, and then they put all the junk autos in afterwards. Well, but William, they only had the first off the line as just kind of a new thing. So I mean, that's just something that's just started this year. So that's definitely not always the case, though. I mean, what did we pull out of? Trying to think what it was. I opened some 2013 Contenders. Case of that not too awfully long ago, within the last 5 or 6 months. So that's been sitting around for 4 years, and we pulled. What did we pull out of there? It was some really good stuff. Several really nice things, and I remember thinking, daggone, this is a really nice case of 2013 Contenders. So, I don't think it all comes out rolling out first. He says not all the big hits, maybe just some bait. They're trolling. Yeah, I get you. Or chumming. Is that what they call it, I think, when you go fishing and you put all the stuff in to get the bigger fish? Chumming or something like that. Alvin Kamara, Rookie of the Year Contenders. We do have a redemption up there. It's just setting. We're going to flip it in a little bit. Rookie of the Year contender Cooper Kupp. Because we're probably going to find some more, tell you the truth, and then we'll just look at them all at once. Another team quad for the Patriots. We already saw what the back side of it looks like, so we'll keep on trucking. C.J. Beathard, Rookie of the Year contender. MVP Antonio Brown, MVP contender, I should say, for Antonio Brown. Oh, it is called chumming. Okay, all right. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. Ben Roethlisberger, MVP contender. And looks like the Patriots have a hit here with Jacob Hollister, rookie ticket, sticker auto. And a couple of just, whatever. And a couple more inserts to add to our giant pile of inserts. But that's all right. I use them for shipping and things, so it works out fine. Just stack them up in a big box. Another Alvin Kamara. Whoops, that just about jumped out of my hand. It tried to get down there on the mat, but we managed to catch Matt Stafford before he made it to freedom. Jamal Adams, this is numbered 249 for the Jets. And now see, we should have had, see, they shorted us here, as a matter of fact, because we have 1, 2, 3, and a redemption. We have 4 autographs in that box. We did not have 5. We have 4. So that's a big load of hooey right there. But that's why they come along and tell you on average. But that kind of stuff makes me very unhappy. Because what does it say? at least 5 autographs, and then on average. That blows. It doesn't happen super often with Panini, but it definitely has happened more than just this one time, enough that I find it irritating. But usually they replace it with the Panini Rewards Point card, so you at least have something. I didn't even manage that in this one. They did that in Hoops this year when we opened Hoops Basketball. And out of, what do we have, like a couple cases of that, or a case and a half, or something like that. Anyway, 2 of the boxes in there only have 1 hit, and they're only supposed to have 2 hits a box. All the rest of them were fine, but 2 of them got shorted us, gypped us, didn't even give us any points or anything. Well, Wayne says maybe we'll hit 6 in this one, which, I mean, sometimes it does average out. If you're doing a whole case of something, I mean, it's always possible this could average out, but right now it just makes me unhappy that we didn't get the other one. So for sure, we better have a big booming hit somewhere to make up for that, because that's not cool. William says they probably counted the silver season ticket as a hit. Well, you never know. I mean, maybe when we flip our redemption over, it's going to be something awesome, like a dual autograph something, and then they'll count that as, I mean, I guess that could be a dual autograph, and they count that as 2 autographs, as, you know, which would technically still be 5 autographs in the box, although you would typically think of 5 separate cards. But we did hit a silver ticket out of one of these, and those, when we looked it up, what was it numbered to? Like 4 or 5 or something, really low. So it is possible that we have a big booming hit somewhere in the offing here still. I'm going to scoot some of this down a little bit. All right. Jabril Peppers, Rookie of the Year contender there for the Browns, who have been busy rebuilding their roster in the off season. So they may actually win a few games next year here, right? That'd be nice. Nice change base. Arizona Cardinals, Carson Palmer to 249. Playoff ticket. I'm still kind of surprised that they took Sam Bradford. I mean, maybe they're still going to draft somebody too. I don't know. And then I saw that the Bills today, I didn't get a chance to read into the article. Maybe somebody else can give me an idea of what the deal is. I just saw the headline that they signed A.J. McCarron to a 2-year deal in Buffalo, but I don't know any details about the deal. So pretty much everybody that was quarterback shopping, there's a nice little TJ Watt Rookie of the Year contender. Here's a points card, has managed to pick up somebody in free agency, although I'm sure many, if not all, will end up drafting quarterbacks as well. So we know one hit bit the dust in this box because there's a 400-point reward card that replaced it. At least that's a semi-decent number of points, as opposed to those stupid 150-point ones. And that will be given out at the end of the break. We'll use random.org, and somebody will get that 400 points. This is a playoff ticket for numbered to 99 for Michael Rector. I don't know him. He must be a defensive player. Is he a defensive player? What does it say on here? No, he's a wide receiver. I don't know why I don't know that guy, but anyway, there he is. Scott says he was not happy with the Bills signing A.J. McCarron today. How come, man? What do you have against A.J.? Rookie ticket Carl Lawson, sorry. Rookie ticket Carl Lawson for the Bengals. I was getting ready to say Shaq Lawson. Not quite. I called somebody, I called Frank Gore Al Gore the other day in one of these breaks. I don't know. I just, all of a sudden, it just came out as Al Gore. Every once in a while, stuff like that happens. Rookie of the Year contender Deshaun Kaiser. He's gone to the Packers now. Adam Vinatieri for the Colts. Hey, and that's signed. Yay, cool. I just thought it was going to be a playoff ticket or a season ticket, but it is a veteran ticket. Signed for the Colts. Hard signed on card. Cool. We've been hitting a lot of Adam Vinatieri lately, too. It's kind of odd. They go in waves, sort of, you know. Well, hey, I never had a problem with Tyrod Taylor to begin with. I mean, I know he's not, you know, maybe quarterback of the century, but he also didn't have a lot of turnovers. And, I mean, I thought Tyrod Taylor was doing a fine job overall there in Buffalo. They just needed to put a better supporting cast around him. That's to 99 P. Ryan for the Redskins on the Rookie of the Year contender insert, followed by an unnumbered Mitch Trubisky Rookie of the Year contender insert. But why are you hating on AJ, though? AJ's really not that... I mean, AJ's pretty good. I think AJ's going to be fine for you. I certainly don't think that's a Jags quad. I certainly don't think he's going to be worse than Tyrod Taylor. He might end up being better. It's been a while since we've gotten a good look at him for an extended period. It's Cowboys quad. But yeah, I don't dislike AJ McCarron, and I think he'll be very serviceable. I think it's the right word. There's a Deshaun Watson Rookie of the Year contender insert. Kenny G, Mr. Kenny Galladay for the Lions. That is also hard signed on card. So did we get all of our autographs out of this one? Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got the points. So yeah, we did get them all out of that. Well, I mean, we got the points, but at least we got 5 things accounted for out of that box. Luckily. Yeah, I would imagine for sure that they're still going to draft a quarterback. In fact, a lot of these teams that have signed deals in the off season, you know, with Case Keenum and Sam Bradford and the list goes on, including A.J. McCarron and Teddy Bridgewater, etc. I think for sure that they will still draft many of them a quarterback. But, I mean, they did sign A.J. to a 2-year deal, so they're going to have to pay him to walk away if they don't keep him at least the 2 years. And besides that, you never know how somebody's going to do. I mean, who would have said, looking at the start of the year, when they had Sam Bradford, and you just had Case Keenum as the backup, who would have said at that point, considering Case Keenum's history, that he would have led them as far into the postseason as he did? So you just never know. Just have to get the right guy in the right system, for one thing. And then, of course, a decent supporting cast is the other part of that. David Summers says Kamara must be in this last box. So he's feeling an Alvin Kamara coming out of here. You could be right. I hope you're right. My wish list for the last box would be any one of the Steelers rookies, because you know how I love my Steelers, and Alvin Kamara, and Kareem Hunt, and Deshaun Watson. And the fifth one can be kind of anybody. I wouldn't, maybe Leonard Fournette, maybe Christian McCaffrey. You know, Dalvin Cook, any of the above. Any of those would be fine. Trubisky. Scott says pick 6 Peterman is coming up. I forgot you called him that. Last night in Encased, Stang Lover had the Bills, and And of course, we had a Peterman, and he made some funny comments about that in chat as well. But then we went on and hit something else good for him before the break was over with Encase. But yeah, poor Nathan Peterman he'll never, ever live that down. That was just one of the worst opening performances ever. Jabril Peppers, this is a nice little rookie roundup insert numbered to 49 with a sticker auto. So that's a cool little hit for the Browns. I like Jabril Peppers. I think it's a nice little hit, especially on the insert. Oh, you're saying another Kenny G is coming up. And Scott says he has an equally high stack of Nathan Peterman and Deshaun Kaiser cards. Rookie of the Year contender insert for Trubisky. And for the Broncos, Carlos Henderson. Well, I still say, another redemption, that Deshaun Kaiser, they just needed to give that kid a chance to develop. They just threw him to the Wolves, and it's not exactly like they had a good team before Deshaun Kaiser and that he just came along and then couldn't maintain. I mean, they were a disaster when they brought him in, kind of, and then they just threw him to the Wolves. So I still maintain that kid has got some potential. He just needed to be developed and brought along and not just dumped in there the way that he was. So I think maybe having him back up there and back up Aaron in Green Bay while he learns a few things, he may still have some hope. This is to 199 Drew Pearson insert for the Cowboys. That is if they didn't completely destroy his confidence, which they may have. MVP contenders Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they may have like ruined him where he can not come back mentally. I don't know. But I'm quite sure that he's glad to be out of there. I mean, I can only imagine. Oh, must have been awful. Malik Hooker to 49 for the Colts on a championship ticket. Sticker auto. Man, Colts are just hitting everything. T.Y. Hilton, this is a playoff ticket to 249. Colts are kind of having themselves a little go of it here, aren't they? Yep. Little Rookie of the Year contender Jamal Adams. One stack left to look at. And then, of course, we've got two redemptions to flip over, the round numbers cards to distribute, and the 400 Panini rewards points to distribute as well. So we will have a little housekeeping after we finish this before we start into Contenders Basketball. Won't take us too long, but Contenders Basketball, you're going to have another probably 7 or 8 minutes before we get started. Hey, look at that, Scott. You got one team because you said you couldn't get any others, but look what you hit, man. Nice. On-card P. Ryan to 199, Rookie of the Year contender. That's not bad for $5.99 or whatever it was, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is a nice return on the spend. You have good luck, though, Scott. You and a couple other people that break with me. Wayne is one of them, and then a few others that maybe aren't in chat or on here right now. But some of you guys have the best luck. Deshaun Watson, Rookie of the Year contender. You might only have one or two teams, but the teams that you have always hit really well. So I hope that you guys who have that kind of luck play the lottery, because then one day when you're rich, you can... come back and tell us about it. Oh, that's the one you wanted? You were looking for P. Ryan? Well, he really is a short print in Contenders. Of course, that one was on the Rookie of the Year contender insert. But as a whole, P. Ryan's not in Contenders a whole lot. So that's a nice little hit, too. 49ers, Kendrick Bourne, rookie ticket sticker auto. I don't think you could have ask for much better than that with the Redskins. That was nice. He says it's loyalty luck. I like it. I like that saying. I like it very much. All right, before we flip over our redemptions, we're going to get rid of some of our housekeeping duties here. We'll save the best for last. So first up, we have this little stack of round numbers cards. I'm going to take us to random.org, and I'm basically going to type in left side and right side, and we'll hit random 3 different times. Whichever random ends on with that third time will determine where those cards are going to go. So let me get myself over here on the same page that I'm bringing you to, and we'll get this out of the way. All right, remember the first 2 don't count, so ignore that one, ignore this one. Here's the third and final, and there's our 3 times, our date and time stamp, and it is awarded to the right side of the card. So I'm going to put the top one in a sleeve so that I can circle the team on the right, which will remind me where they go without me having to come back and watch the break when it comes time to sort. So this one will go to the Rams, Cardinals, Steelers, Niners, Cardinals, Steelers, Bears, Bengals, Texans. All right, so that's how those are awarded. Now we have our happy little 400 point card here. So it's, oops, I don't want to show the back of that, do I? So habit of flipping them over. So it's the same scenario, except I'm going to bring you along with me while we go to the spreadsheet, and we're going to copy all of our team names. This time, because we have 30 entries in here, there is not a need to do random 3 times. I only do that if there's, 4 or 5 entries in there. 30, I don't see the point in doing it multiple times. So we're going to drop them in here, and we will hit random just a single time, and whatever team comes out on top is going to get that 400 rewards point card. So there you can see as I scroll down, all of our teams were in fact copied and pasted in here. Here we go. Good luck. And it comes out to the New York Giants. So let me get myself switched over here. Get us all back on the same page. And so the Giants are taking home 400 Panini Rewards points. 2 redemptions. First up, David Njoku rookie ticket. That's going to be the Browns. And we will go to the Panini website and verify that it's the Browns. And I don't think that's going to be numbered. I think that will be an open edition, but it will also tell us that on the Panini website. So we'll find that out here too. Just a fun little drop-down menu. I used to do this off screen when you guys didn't see it, but I thought, you know what, might as well let you see it while we're doing it. I just had to figure out how to get it added to the to the view of stuff. Once I figured that out, figured you might as well have to suffer through all the drop downs the same way I do. What did I say this was? Rookie ticket. Just plain rookie ticket. All right, there we go. And there he is for the Browns, and there's no number over there, so that does mean kind of what I thought, which is, yeah, this is an open edition. So it won't be numbered, but it will be still a nice little autograph hit for the Browns. The last one, oh my gosh, it is him again. And it's the exact same thing. Oh no, this one's a rookie playoff ticket, so this one will be numbered. But can you believe that? That's out of 2 different boxes, not even out of the same, well, I guess it could have, well, I don't know if it was out of the same case. Because as I said, 2 of them they sent me as replacements for 2 damaged boxes I got back when I first ordered it. And then the third one I bought at the hobby store. But what are the odds that they would both be David Njoku? That's kind of crazy. All right, so this is rookie playoff ticket. And card 114, going to be numbered to 99. So, Browns, what up with that, right? That is nice. All right, let's recap our break here. And then we'll be rolling into our Contenders Basketball. So we had a playoff ticket numbered to 249 for the Colts, Legendary Contenders to 199 for the Cowboys, the Pirine to 99 for the Redskins, playoff ticket to 249 Cardinals, playoff ticket to 249 Ravens. For the Giants, the 400 Panini Rewards points that were awarded by way of random. They replaced one of the hits in one of our boxes. A David Njoku for the Browns. Redemption rookie playoff ticket will be numbered to 99. Another one for him for the Browns. This one is an open edition and won't be numbered. Bourne rookie ticket sticker auto, 49ers. Pirine to 199, Rookie of the Year, Contender insert, hard signed on card. Malik Hooker to 49, Championship ticket sticker auto, Colts. Another hit for the Browns, Jabril Peppers to 49. That's really nice too, Rookie Roundup insert. The Lions with Kenny G, Mr. Kenny Golladay on an unnumbered rookie ticket, hard signed. Veteran ticket, Vinatieri for the Colts, hard signed. For the Bengals, Carl Lawson, rookie ticket, unnumbered, sticker auto. Playoff ticket, Michael Rector to 99 for the Lions, sticker auto. Rookie ticket, Stacy Coley, sticker, Vikings. Rookie of the Year Contender to 49, Jamal Adams, sticker, Jets. Rookie ticket, Jacob Hollister, unnumbered, sticker auto, Patriots. So that is it for tonight for football. And of course, we got basketball ahead. And Wayne, you are welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it. So I know a lot of my football guys are probably taking off. Some of you are probably involved in basketball too and maybe going to hang out a little bit. But I know many of you are heading out the door. So as always, thank you. I appreciate you bidding with me and breaking with me and chatting with me, and I will look forward to seeing you the next time. Meanwhile, basketball, I wasn't too far off. I told you guys maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and actually probably took us about 5 minutes longer than that, but I wasn't too far off the mark. So Contenders Basketball, again, I have on here your anticipated shipping date is Monday the 19th. I'm going to try really hard to get it out to you on Saturday, but I'm not 100% sure that I can since post office hours are short. That's why I put Monday on the spreadsheet to be on the safe side. This is 6 boxes of 2017-18 Panini Contenders Basketball. This is a half case break. It's break number 5, so the 5th time we have busted into 17-18 Contenders. This is a new case, so I will be taking all of the boxes out and numbering them on the end. And then random.org will determine for us which boxes we open tonight versus which ones we open in the back half of this case break, which the back half of this isn't scheduled yet, but will probably be sometime in the next week or 10 days. We'll be working in a little more select basketball, and of course we've got Revolution, we've got some Donruss basketball, so we'll be working in some other basketball as well, but somewhere in the near future you can plan on finding the back half of this case. Probably, I don't know, yeah, like I said, maybe a week, 10 days, somewhere in there. But first, we got to get the first half broken tonight. And Contenders Basketball set up a little differently than football. We do not have 5 autographs per box in basketball. We have 2 autographs. And again, that is on average, quote unquote, according to Panini. So it means it's possible we could have something replaced with a rewards point hit out of here as well. But these things are, these are nice cards. I wish that they did have more hits in them like football does, but I guess it just has to do with the number of players on the roster, because obviously there's a whole lot less basketball players than there are football players. So that's the only thing I can think of why there would be disparity, you know, between the number of hits. the only thing that really made a whole lot of sense to me. Whether or not that's right, I couldn't tell you, but that's kind of my thought on it anyway. And once again, I am just typing in 1 through 12. Well, maybe I am. Let's try that again. And I will be doing random just one time on this as well. This is literally just to determine which boxes we open tonight. All right, and it is going to give us 2, 1, 8, 10, 4, and 5. So that's 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10. All right, 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 10. See, that's what happens when you get older, right? You have to say things to yourself a whole bunch of times so that you don't forget it. In between the time I saw it and the time I was pulling the boxes. That's sad, isn't it? Barry, yes, we did do Black Gold Football. That was first up tonight. I do pretty much break in the order that things end on eBay. Every once in a while, I'll deviate from that order, but it would only be if I did something silly like list, an autographed jersey behind a case break. Then I would flip it, of course, and open the jersey first because it would be quicker than a case break. But most of the time, it's going to break in the order that it ends on eBay. And I know it's probably hard to look at that always because I got a lot of stuff up there. But the other way that you can look at that is at the start of every break when I put the spreadsheet up that shows what's coming up for the 5 days ahead. The order that it's listed in on that spreadsheet is typically the order that it ends in, that it ends on eBay, and the order that will break in. So, but yes, we did open Black Gold tonight already. Who did you have in there? What team was it? I cannot swear to you that I'm going to remember what we pulled, but I'll try to remember what we pulled. I'm really not super great about remembering our hits unless they're really, really amazing, and then I will remember them. But Browns, let me think about this. There was a Dak Prescott relic in there. So that was Cowboys. There was a Michael Thomas relic in there. There was a Walter Payton, something like a Hall of Fame symbol. There was Charlie Joyner for the Chargers. Does anybody else remember if there were any Browns in that one? Any other Browns in Black Gold? Because, of course, we had some base cards. I don't remember who was on the numbered base cards for sure. I don't remember that. And I think we even had another hit or two that I'm blanking on at the moment. And I don't know is anybody still in chat that was watching football a minute ago? Or did you guys all take off when we switched to basketball? If anybody remembers, please help me out there because I don't entirely. Now the Browns in the last break in Contenders Football, there was a ton of Browns in there. Like a lot. But in Black Gold, I'm not offhand remembering any. So season ticket, guys, in Contenders Basketball here. We're going to find a bunch of these. They're basically just in the chrome or optic. Panini kind of calls it variously similar things. Anyway, those are in that kind of a chrome finish, and they're not numbered when they say season ticket like that. And then, of course, loads and loads of base cards will run across, and I kind of get a move on through those. If you ever want me to go a little slower, just let me know, and I'll be happy to. This is an insert for Hall of Fame contenders Steph Curry. It's not exactly the same kind of chrome card, but it does have a nice little finish on it, so I put them in sleeves often so that you don't have to worry about anything getting on the finish. Our first hit out is a nice playoff ticket to 35. This is, of course, the variation, the horizontal variation. It's hard signed, and a hit for the Pacers, little TJ Leaf to 35. So that's our first hit out. A Clyde Drexler winning tickets insert. That has a nice shiny finish, so it's going in a sleeve too. As much as anything to help keep fingerprints and whatnot off of it. Front row seat, we'll find a fair number of these inserts as we go along. That one is Anthony Davis for NOLA. A Rookie of the Year contender, Jonathan Isaac for the Magic. Those are not numbered either. It's been a while since I opened Contenders Basketball the last time, so I have to stop and think about what all we're going to find in here. Sometimes takes me a minute. Playing the numbers game, Ricky Rubio. We'll find a bunch of these too. They are generally unnumbered as well. I don't know why I just put that in a sleeve because I didn't really mean to, but but I did anyway. So there you go. It's out of habit, I guess. Another playing the numbers game. This one is Dwight Howard for the Hawks. A season ticket for the Magic, Vucevic, and again, these are not numbered, but are the chrome kind of finish. A Jason Kidd, Hall of Fame contender insert for the Mavericks. And if you haven't done a break with me before and you wonder where these cards go after we look at them, actually I just stacked that right on top of our autograph hit, which I did not mean to do. That needs to sit out separate. I put them over here so that we can keep them out of the way. I have mats over here as well. It's the area I use for sorting is off to my right. There he is. Now I had him stacked in that wrong spot there for a minute. So they stay nice and safe over there and in small stacks and on a mat. I just don't like the workspace to get super filled up. Playoff ticket to 249 for the Nets with Jeremy Lin. So somewhere in here we should have another autograph coming our way. Playoff ticket, Russell Westbrook to 249 for the Thunder. And this must be it for the Charlotte Hornets, Dwayne Bacon. And a little cracked ice, no less. Numbered to 25, hard signed on card for the Charlotte Hornets. And a Cedric Maxwell winning tickets insert for the Celtics. All right, that is box 1 all ready to go. I'm just getting myself organized over here. There's a little empty inside of the box. The first autograph was the TJ Leaf, Andrew. I do recap them all at the end of the break too, so if you guys miss seeing anything, I know people jump in and out, and also when you watch the recorded version, many people will scroll just to the end. So I do always recap the hits after each break. We'll probably bust into some more select basketball, maybe Tuesday night, possibly Tuesday night. So I've got a few more cases of that yet to open, and then, of course, all kinds of other odds and ends, too. Playing the numbers game, Harden for the Rockets. A playoff ticket to 249 for the Heat, Hassan Whiteside. Of course, I'm just glad that after tomorrow night, thank goodness, we'll be out of the problem I've had with all the time shift from the stuff I listed before daylight saving time. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Lauri Markkanen, cracked ice to 20, hard signed for the Bulls, and that is money right there. Yeah, that's nice. Bulls didn't bring a whole lot tonight, so you made your money back multiple times on that little hit. Hall of Fame contenders for the Cavs, Dwayne Wade. And if you want that Lauri Markkanen or anybody wants anything you pull in a break with me in a magnetic one-touch case, it's winning ticket, Tony Parker for the Spurs. All you need to do is let me know. You can tell me in chat or you can send me a message on eBay. And I'm always happy to accommodate those requests. It is a $3 cost unless it's a weird size case. Jason Kidd winning tickets insert for the Mavericks. And that covers the cost of the case itself, the additional weight that comes into play when you're shipping it, and of course, everybody's favorite, the PayPal fees. Another cracked ice. This is crazy. We're hitting a lot of these tonight. Oklahoma City Thunder Hall of Fame contenders to 25 with Russell Westbrook. So that's our third cracked ice out of the first 2 boxes, and 2 of them were autos. So we're rolling through this pretty good so far. Season ticket, Steven Adams for the Thunder, unnumbered. A season ticket, Willie Cauley-Stein for the Kings, also unnumbered, but with the nice chrome finish. So still pretty cool. Rudy Gobert playing the numbers game for the Jazz. I wish they would do Contenders Optic for basketball like they did for football. I love that product. Oh, Bruce, you do want your Markkanen in a one-touch. That's a good call, man. I will stop and find one for it here in a sec after we look at this little stack here. Playoff ticket, Vucevic to 249. Yeah, that Lauri Markkanen, that is a nice hit. This is a rookie ticket, hard signed on card for the Portland Trailblazers with Mr. Caleb Swanigan. It's also a nice hit. And a Hall of Fame contender, Grant Hill for the Pistons. Why is Grant Hill not cooperating with me? There we go. Front row seat. Just insert, not numbered. I don't think we found any of those front row seats that are numbered. Now let me dig out a case here that will fit that Lauri Markkanen, and we'll get that in there for you right now. As soon as I can lay my hands on the right case. And I'll put this little dealio in there with it. It tells you, I don't know, it has a certain number of years worth of UV protection or whatever that is part of the case guarantee or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I will include that with it. All right, so we are all seated down in there. And let me just, I always want to put that on there backwards. There's these little feet. Did I still turn it backwards? Yes. Why can't I can never get the little feet to go in the thing. There we go. Now Now I got the feet in there. So there is your nice little Laurie Markkinen cracked ice to 20 on card auto, and the little dealio thing we'll do. Well, I'll put it back in the bag later, but anyway, there it is. It's ready for you now. And Bruce, I think you've probably done these cases with me before, if I'm remembering right. But in case you haven't, what will happen is I'll send you a PayPal money request, and it will be sent to whatever email address you have on file with eBay, because that's what I have access to. You know, I can just pull it up and see it there on eBay. So if you happen to use 2 different email addresses, as many of us do, one for eBay and one for PayPal, please remember to check the one that goes to eBay to that email for the money request for that. Actually need to go back by the hobby store. I'm almost out of cases for that particular size and one other size. I need to go back over there probably tomorrow and get some more 35 and 55 point cases from him. Joe Dumars winning tickets for the Pistons. I don't know why I showed you the back of that twice. I think I forgot that we started out on the back. NBA. Oh my goodness. Oh, Nola, look at you. AD NBA Inc. So nice to 25. Man, that is sweet. I am loving that hit. And Nola sold really inexpensively tonight. So there is another team that just made some money. If you sell it, you may keep it. I would keep it if it were me, because I love Anthony Davis. That is a nice hit. Playing the numbers game for the Celtics, Marcus Smart. So far, we're off to a nice little start here in this half of the case. To 99, we have a finals ticket, Brandon Ingram for the Lakers. That's probably the nicest NBA Inc. we've pulled. I mean, we've pulled some nice players out from NBA Inc., but Anthony Davis is not, as you guys, many of you probably know, he's not in these products a ton. I mean, you don't pull Anthony Davis out of these every day. This is a Hall of Fame contender, Kobe Bryant for the Lakers. So I don't know who has Nola tonight, but they ought to be pretty happy. Season ticket for the Warriors with Klay Thompson. That one is unnumbered. A season ticket for the Lakers with Brooke Lopez, unnumbered. Oh, good grief. Sometimes my depth perception is a little off, and I have a hard time seeing the opening for the sleeve. I know, I had that eye surgery a few years ago. Some of you know that because I talk about it. And it really jacked up my eyes. This is to 249, Steven Adams playoff ticket. So things either have to be really, really close for me to see them, like 6 inches from my face kind of close, or they have to be several feet away. When they're kind of in this weird little in-between distance like these breaks are, sometimes I have trouble seeing it. Tony Parker for the Spurs. Which I don't know why I'm laughing about it, because it's really not funny, because it's really kind of terrible, but I've been living with it this way for 20 years, so not much you can do about it. There is a Phoenix Suns Josh Jackson Rookie of the Year contenders. Tony Parker for the Spurs Hall of Fame contenders. Nola's getting ready to hit again. Frank Jackson on card to 49 finals ticket. That's another nice hit. I mean, I know this, and he put an inscription on it. He's got hay on it. I love that. So this kid, you know, he hasn't played because he's been hurt, but who knows? Maybe he's going to come up and be awesome, and then you're going to have a nice hit with that too. There's a playing the numbers game for the Hawks. But I like that he put hay on it. That's awesome. That's so fun. Front row seat, insert Russell Westbrook for the Thunder. So right now I'd say New Orleans and Chicago are having the best breaks so far. Anyway, we got a ways to go yet. That was our halfway point, that box that we just looked at. So 3 boxes left, including the ones that I'm taking out of the wrapper, are included in the 3 that are left, I mean. Oh goodness, somebody's trying to slide around off of one of those chrome cards. I haven't seen a lot of pricing for Contenders. I mean, I've looked at some of it, but I haven't religiously looked at it. How's it been trending? Has it been trending up or down from, oh shoot, I just changed my own view, in relation to how it was when the product first came out? I would think trending up, but I guess you never know. Playoff ticket Jimmy Butler to 249 for the T-Wolves. A front row seat insert for Blake Griffin, Clippers. The Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, MVP contender for Minnesota. Minnesota, eh? Season ticket for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, unnumbered, but chrome. Dennis Smith Jr. for the Mavericks. Very nice. Rookie ticket variation to 75 with the horizontal orientation and the nice hard signed on-card auto there. So Mavericks with a nice hit. Playing the numbers game Jokic for the Nuggets. And one of our little die-cut superstars, there are, I don't know, a handful of these in every case. This one is Klay Thompson for the Warriors. Always reminds me of a Christmas tree when I see it from the back. I don't know why, but it kind of does. Tim Duncan, Hall of Fame contenders for the Spurs. Whoops. Chauncey Billups, winning tickets for the Pistons. Can you believe we've only got like a month left in the NBA season and we're already in March Madness for college ball? I mean, this basketball season has flown by. Season ticket for the Wizards, Gortat, chrome unnumbered. Another cracked ice. This is a season ticket to 25, Chris Dunn for the Bulls. Cracked Dice is coming fast and furious out of this case, both signed and otherwise. Ivan Rabb for the Grizzlies to 75, another rookie ticket, horizontal variation, hard signed. Playing the numbers game, Boogie Cousins. That's when he was with the Kings. So, of course, that card will always go to the team that you see designated on it, which in that case was the Kings. The other DeMarcus Cousins that we have seen, the base cards that have NOLA on them as the team, will, of course, go to New Orleans. Clyde Drexler for the Rockets, winning tickets. Or winning ticket, not tickets. Or maybe it was tickets. Yeah, it was tickets, plural. I messed myself up there. Basketball is always so quiet. Football, everybody chats and kind of like goes back and forth, but it seems like whenever we break basketball, it's always really quiet, kind of like eerily quiet in basketball. I don't know why. I wish this product hadn't been so hard to get this year, because I would like to have opened a whole lot more of it. I like the product. I mean, I know there's a difference in it in the football one because there's not as many autographs per box as you have in football. But that's always the case. The basketball never has as many autographs because not as many players on the roster. But then again, the things that are awesome in basketball don't do that well sometimes in football. For instance, Prism in football, like it's popular, but it's not crazy popular and it doesn't bring crazy money. Whereas you get a nice silver Prism of a hot rookie in basketball and it's crazy money. Season ticket, Blake Griffin for the Clippers. So it's interesting. And back when Topps used to have football licensing, you know, they tried Archives football and it just crashed and burned. Nobody liked it. But they do Archives in baseball and everybody loves it. This is the 249 playoff ticket, Harrison Barnes for the Mavericks. So for whatever reason, just not everything works for every sport. A season ticket, Devin Booker, chrome, unnumbered for the Suns. Well, Dwayne Wade winning tickets for the Heat. That's a guy who's happy to be back home in Miami. A finals ticket to 99 for Jeff Teague and the T-Wolves. Uh-oh. Lakers are just about to be happy. Let's see how happy you're going to be, Lakers. Oh, you're pretty happy. Playoff ticket to 65, hard signed Lonzo Ball for the Lakers. They didn't sell as high as normal tonight either. Really, none of the teams tonight brought what they typically bring in contenders. So everybody who's in this break, if you're hitting, you're doing okay from a monetary standpoint. And you need some of those. You do. You need to be able to get some breaks at a good price and then hit in them. That's what makes it balance out from the times when you don't get hits sometimes. For the Pistons, Ben Wallace winning tickets insert. But this has certainly been a nice half of a case. Here's another NBA ink. Elfrid Payton for the Magic. And Elfrid is numbered to 199. His signature is not extensive, right? It's just an E and a P. But the way he puts it on there kind of makes it fun. For the Pacers, playing the numbers, Jeff Teague. I cannot wait to see what the back half of this case brings. The first half has been hot, so you know the back half's going to be. And I need to, this is a Rookie of the Year contender Dylan Brooks insert for the Grizzlies. I need to find one of our bidders who says he's watched enough breaks that he's figured out some patterns, right? Like he can tell kind of what the back half of the case is going to be by who came out of the front part of the case. This is for the Lakers Hall of Fame contender, Kobe Bryant. So yeah, I need to hit him up too and say, hey, who are we going to find in the back half? Inquiring minds want to know. Front row seat, Steph Curry for the Warriors. But for sure, there are correlation patterns that you find sometimes. In fact, there's some correlation patterns in Donruss baseball that we've been noticing recently. Anthony Davis, MVP contender for NOLA. Not necessarily on the hits in Donruss baseball, but on, well, kind of the hits, I guess. It's on inserts, but there's definitely a pattern forming in some of the Donruss baseball inserts. You can just count on, if you see one of them, you're going to see right behind it like these other two, because that's just how they apparently put the product together. But I haven't done enough of these, and certainly not enough of them back to back to notice any patterns. But if you watch them enough, I'm sure they are there. Actually, let's just look through these. We'll open the rest of the packs in a minute. Wes Unseld for the Wizards. Of course, it says the Bullets, but, you know, the former Washington Bullets are the current Washington Wizards. And cards always stay with their franchise. All that info about, you know, renamed franchises and relocated franchises and how all that works is down at the bottom of every listing description. Down there in that little special circumstances area. Playoff ticket to 249, Zach Randolph for the Kings. So if you haven't ever checked that out, there's all kinds of stuff in there about the way different scenarios could or would be handled. So that's in there too. A Ben Simmons season ticket in chrome unnumbered for the Sixers. A redemption. We're going to set that aside for a minute. There is a playing the numbers game, Steph Curry for the Warriors. I don't know why I put that one in sleeve either. Again, just have it sometimes. Another cracked ice. I'm telling you, this case is on fire for cracked ice, among other things. This is a season ticket to 25 Embiid for the 76ers. Don't want to forget our redemption. We'll flip it over at the back of the break, and we'll also go to the Panini website and verify it. We're probably going to know what team it is, but I do still go to the website always and just put it on screen so everybody can see it matched up there. And if it happens to be numbered, it'll tell us that when we get to the Panini website as well. A front row seat, Andrew Wiggins for the Timberwolves. A Rookie of the Year contender, Dennis Smith Jr. Season ticket, Rajon Rondo, chrome unnumbered, NOLA. I will go back and put the Rookie of the Year contenders in sleeves as well before these ship out. I just like to put the ones that I think have the potential to be fingerprinted kind of in a sleeve as we go in particular, because I don't want to get fingerprints on them when I'm sorting it and whatnot. Michael Cooper for the Lakers. So the Lakers with another hit here. This is a little traveling back in time. This is to 99, and it is a legendary Contenders insert. And that one is a sticker auto. So the Lakers with a couple of hits so far, playing the numbers game. Steph Curry for the Warriors. For the Spurs, Paul Gasol. Hakeem Olajuwon winning ticket for the Rocket. Winning tickets for the Rockets. Lillard MVP contender, Blazers. All right, we will flip over our redemption and then we'll recap our hits as well as the numbered inserts. We just get this in a sleeve so I can write on it, and then let's flip it over and see who we've got. Donovan Mitchell. Wow. Oh, this has been such a nice half case. So nice. Yeah, that is just awesome. So, Jazz, you're now happy, and you were probably pretty sad, right? Up until the time when we flipped that over, you were probably thinking, oh, man, this break has just been terrible for me. But guess what? Nope. The redemption saves the day for the Jazz. Saving the best till last kind of thing, right? And let's see, this card set was rookie season ticket. And there, Mr. Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz will be numbered to 125. Oh, that's my fault, I hit the wrong button, sorry. I'm all happy that we hit the Donovan Mitchell, and then I got carried away and hit the wrong button and took us on the wrong page. I forgot what I said that was numbered to, 125. Okay. Go back and look at that for a second. All right, let's recap here. And to 25, Embiid season ticket, cracked ice for the Sixers. Playoff ticket to 249. Finals ticket to 99. Playoff ticket to 49. Cracked ice to 25. Season ticket, Chris Dunn for the Bulls. Playoff ticket to 249. Playoff ticket 249. Finals ticket to 99. Brandon Ingram for the Lakers. Playoff ticket to 249. A cracked ice Hall of Fame contenders to 25. Russell Westbrook for the Thunder. Playoff ticket 249. Playoff ticket 249. Playoff ticket 249. Now let's take a look at our hits. We may as well start with Lauri Markkanen because he's in this nice little one-touch case here. And once again, if you did not hear me say this earlier, if anybody wants one of these magnetic closure one-touch cases, just let me know. It's $3, covers the cost of the case, the PayPal fees, the extra shipping weight, the whole shebang. And I send you an invoice by way of PayPal money request. So this Lauri Markkanen cracked ice is to 20. It's the variation, the horizontal variation. It is hard signed rookie ticket, and it is really quite very nice for the Bulls. For the Jazz, the Donovan Mitchell redemption rookie season ticket, very nice hit. Michael Cooper to 99, legendary contenders for the Lakers. NBA Inc., Elfrid Payton to 199 for the Magic. The sweet Lonzo Ball to 65, playoff ticket, hard signed on card for the Lakers. Ivan Rabb to 75, rookie ticket variation on card. Dennis Smith Jr. to 75, rookie ticket variation on card. A finals ticket to 49 with an inscription no less for Nola with Frank Jackson. My personal, probably favorite hit of the night, even though I really like the Lauri Markkanen and I really, really like the Donovan Mitchell, I just happen to be a big Anthony Davis fan. So this is probably my favorite one of the night for that reason. NBA Inc., Anthony Davis /25 for the New Orleans Pelicans. Really nice. That one was a sticker. Rookie ticket, Caleb Swanigan, hard-signed on card, Portland Trail Blazers. A cracked ice, hard-signed rookie ticket /25, Dwayne Bacon for the Hornets. And finally, a nice little TJ Leaf playoff ticket, horizontal variation, numbered /35, also hard-signed. So that's it for this half of Contenders Basketball. And man, that was a doozy. There were some awesome hits in here. So hopefully the back half of that case is going to be equally nice. And just in case someone jumped in late or you're fast forwarding watching the recorded version, I'll put up the spreadsheet info one more time with your anticipated shipping date. Once again, being Monday, if I can get it out to you sooner, I absolutely will. But right now, that's my best estimate. So that's what that looks like. And then finally, here is our quick little 5-day overview. Got a lot of interesting stuff coming up. Some Prime Signatures half case, Donruss Baseball half case, Contenders Optic Football full inner case, Heritage Baseball half case, another half Donruss. Some Revolution Basketball, full inner case, and some more Heritage Baseball and other stuff mixed in between there. So that's what it looks like for the next 5 days, and that is it for tonight. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate very much always you breaking with me, bidding with me, chatting with me. And until next time, take care and hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.